everybody, you're watching the Honor Show, and we're sitting here with one of the illest MCs in the game. We're sitting here with my homeboy Rein. How's it going, brother?
What up, what up, what up, man? I'm good, bro. Blessed.
Yes, thank you for being on the show,
Yeah.
man. It's truly an honor to have you on the Honor Show.
Yo, thank you for having me, man. This a big week for me right here. This the um this the launch of my fourth series in the Vintage series, Vintage season 4.
Yeah.
As y'all can see, I got the merch on right now.
Woo!
That'll be available the day that the album drop.
Yes.
Um Got the that's the we probably can't see it, but that's the album cover right there. So this is the album cover. So
Nice.
you know,
Nice.
yeah,
Hell yeah. I
yeah,
can't wait to hear it. I mean, any one of your freestyles I've listened to, any one of your songs, your videos, you kill it on
yeah.
everything. Like the bars, the
Appreciate
delivery, the punchlines, the metaphors, what you're saying and
you.
how you're saying it. Like, man, it's ill, man. Big props, man. I got to
Yeah,
give you big props.
appreciate that, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I just that, I'm just that's what I do, man. I'm all about the bar work and the delivery, man.
Yes. Well, it makes a big difference, man. You definitely deserve the flowers. I guess we'll start right here. Where'd you grow up at?
Uh, um, I'm from the north side of Flint, Michigan. That's the first half of my life I grew up on the north side, and then the second half of my life I grew up on the south side. So I'm connected through the whole city. Like I
Nice.
got people that love me on both sides of the city.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of dope. That's cool. Who raised you? What was your family like?
Um, I grew up single mom.
Okay,
My dad was there, but I didn't grow up with him in the household. But
sure.
majority, man, I remember most of my days growing up with my grandmother. My
Okay,
grandmother raised me. You
okay,
know, my mom worked a lot, my dad worked a lot, so I
sure.
spent summertime, wintertime, weekends, Monday through Friday with my grandma.
Right. That's cool. So I suppose you got pretty close to your grandma then.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The
Um,
whole network of people that grew up in the house. Yep.
nice. Cool. Who did you kind of look up to when you were young?
My older cousins,
Okay.
they were savages, man. Um, that's who really introduced me to hip hop. My
Nice.
older cousin, like he used to go back and forth to New York, and he would go, come back with the Sherlins and the the kung fu VHSs and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
um cassette tapes and everything. And man, I remember just watching just Tougher Than Leather and Breaking 1 and 2 and all of that
Nice.
stuff, man. Like, and then watching them go outside and break dance on cardboard and shit. And I want to do that,
Yes.
you know.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I like that. How was school for you?
School was easy.
So,
Yeah.
so you can be
I
so.
used to get done. I used to get done with my schoolwork early. I was a class clown.
Yes. Yes.
I like I'm not serious now. Like I always crack jokes. Like people that know me for real. I'm just dumb. I just I'm always in a good mood
That's
until I'm not.
that's cool, man. It helps keep shit positive. And I like what you said there too.
Yeah,
Even though you was a class clown, you said you got your work done early.
yeah. Just did it early.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
but I did that. I did that to piss the teachers off. I would get through out of class because I would get done with my work early and then start messing with other people, and they'd be like, "Yo, you got to get out."
Yes. Uh, when did you start writing rhymes and getting into music?
um, my mom put me in music early, like in the fourth and fifth grade, because, like I said, she worked a lot of hours.
Mhm.
So I think that was a way to keep me out of the streets.
Sure.
So my mom had me in like band class, like in the third, fourth, fifth grade, and like classical band. And then I went into like jazz band.
Nice.
And I made the paper for playing the trumpet early. And then from jazz band, I went into the marching band.
Nice.
And then from there, I just started going to the studio. Like I had an interest of going to the studio. So I was
Yeah.
probably going to the studio like in the 10th, 11th grade.
Really nice.
Yep.
Yeah, Heck yeah.
Hmm.
Who like back then? Who are some of your musical influences? Like, who are some of your favorite rappers back then?
Um, like when I first got into hip hop because of my cousins, it would have been LL Cool J,
Yeah,
and it would have been like Big Daddy Kane.
yeah, yes.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Hey, those are two mega star legends. You can use that. Those are good guys to give
yeah,
props to.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
But like the first like true connection that I had with music,
Mhm.
um, it would have been probably simultaneously, even though they came out a little bit apart from each other. It would have been Mobb Deep and Wu Tang.
Yes, yes, yes. You
Yeah,
undeniable, undeniable right
yeah,
there. Hell yeah.
yeah. I think we had a conversation before this. I said
Yeah.
that's kind of
Prodigy.
where yeah, that's a lot. That's where a lot of my style comes from. Is Prodigy,
Nice.
because he don't rhyme every bar, and neither do I. But
Right.
most people think that I'm rhyming every bar, but I'm not. It's just the way I'm enunciating my words.
Right.
You know.
You just make it work, and dude, you do it so
Yeah.
smooth that it sounds like it really is. That's a straight up rhyme. Like
It's yeah. It's just the delivery or whatever.
right,
I take that from my one of my favorite rappers too, Eminem. He uh he rhymes all kind of shit.
right,
So yeah, I just don't rap as fast as he do.
right.
But yeah, yeah.
And that's
But I
okay.
bend my syllables though.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, man. What what did you like most about those Wu Tang and those Mobb Deep albums?
Uh, Probably the beats first,
Hmm. Yes.
especially. I mean, I was a big fan of
Some good
RZA
hits
beats.
too, right?
Yeah. So I mean, everybody credit Kanye for the
Hmm.
sped up samples, but RZA was doing it first to me.
Yes.
So yeah, that and then Havoc, like he
Yes.
probably one of the illest producers. He has one of my top three favorite beats of all time, and that's "Put Him in a Place."
Yeah.
With the horns, bum 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 bum. Yeah, that's one of my favorite beats that he's ever made.
Yes, that is dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like doing this stuff. I like, talking to my favorite rappers and seeing the things that they liked about albums and things they picked through and was special to them. It means a lot to me. What
Yeah.
what are some positive things that hip hop has done for you in your life?
Like I said, I was talking to somebody earlier, man. Music has taken me all around, so I've been everywhere, man.
Yes.
So no, if I get no bigger, I feel like I've already made it because I've been in the studio with some of your favorite rappers,
Yes.
ghost writing and just being a fly on the wall. I've been in the studio with a lot of major artists
Yes.
and watching they process and learning from them, being a sponge and soaking in what they doing. And so I feel like I feel like I made it already. So
Uh,
whether I sell one more record or a million more records, it don't matter because I already feel like I made it. Because
yes.
you know,
Yes. What
yeah.
what what gives you the drive to not just make music, but to make it so great, to make it where, because honestly, and I don't just say things to flower people up on my show. Like when I haven't listened to a track yet that I've skipped or fast forwarded. What gives you the drive
Yeah,
to be so creative and make such great music?
that's what I try to do. Like I try to make timeless music. I
Yeah.
try to make something that's gonna sound good now and 10 years from now.
Yes.
You know, so I don't say a bunch of things in my music that's gonna be dated. So you be like, oh, that's what they was on back then. I try not to say things like that. I don't say. I try not to say dates like on cars and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. If I'm gonna rap about a Mercedes Benz, I'm just gonna just say it. Because a Mercedes is gonna be dope, whether it's a '88
Yes.
or a 2002 Bubble or the brand new Maybach that's coming out now. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yes.
yeah.
Hell yeah. I like that, brother. I like that. Um, How did you actually? Yeah, I was gonna ask you this earlier. How did you decide on the rap name Rain? And did you ever have any other rap names?
Never had another rap name. Rain is actually an acronym, and I'm thinking about putting the periods back in between it
Okay.
just to separate me for the from the other rains that are starting to pop up. But it was a battle rap name, so it was a Rain um, eradicates inferior nemesis. But
Yes.
I was like, that's kind of corny, so I'm gonna just keep it as Rain.
I liked
Yeah.
it. I liked it.
hmm
That's still like KRS-One. Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everyone. Then your reign.
Right.
Tell me what was yours again?
Rain eradicates inferior nemesis.
Yes, rain eradicates inferior
Yeah.
nemesis. Yes, I like that shit. I
Yeah.
like that. Good shit, man.
Yeah.
I like it. What are your goals coming into hip hop? Are they the same as they were when you first started, or have they changed at all?
Um, like first, like years ago, I used to want to get signed to like a major and do the whole thing like that. But now, man, like watching what Griselda and Trust Gang and my dude RJ Payne and Ransom doing,
Yeah,
and I just want to follow the same blueprint. Like
nice.
I don't want to be the I don't want to be the world's biggest rapper, but I just want to be respected among my peers
Yeah,
that I can do this and compete on the same level.
yes.
So that's where I'm at with it.
Dope. I like that. What?
Excuse me.
Oh, no problem, brother. Bless you. What's one of your favorite things about hip hop? What do you love the most about it?
Um, just the ability to like for the artists that do it well, the ability to connect with they I don't say fans, I say supporters, to connect with your supporters and tell your story over like dope ass beats.
Yes,
I want to
yes.
like when I listen to an artist's album,
Mm,
it's cool to have the party tracks and stuff like that and all of that. But when I listen to an album or a body of work, I want to know something about you. Like it's
yes,
I want to like an album to me is an audio book. I want to know about your life.
yes,
How did you grow up? I want to go. I want to be to close my eyes and imagine what it was like being you. I want you to take me to your region of where you grew up from. You know.
yes,
I
yes.
think that's missing in today's music though.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I
There's
mean, it's a few artists that get busy like that, but a lot of the mainstream artists that get signed, like they all sound like each other. So
yeah,
there's no way somebody growing up in the Bay Area, California, sounds like they grew up in Atlanta. I
right.
know they be influenced by it, but your music shouldn't sound like you are from uh what is it, Old National? You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
In Atlanta. You shouldn't sound like that,
Right.
you know. Yeah.
Not at all. And I get what you're saying too. Like, yeah, absolutely. You could be influenced by something, but it shouldn't sound like it straight came from there. And you're right. It's like they only sign people that sound a certain way, or if they'll agree to sound that certain way, you know? And it's like
Mhm.
there's no
Mhm.
originality here. Some of them could even be dope. Like one dude said, some of them could even be dope if they actually were just themselves, but we'll never know,
Exactly.
you know?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, because they got the talent, you got signed, but just be yourself, you know?
Right, right. It could be something totally cool. Um, what if you could change anything? I know this is kind of a broad question, but if you could change anything of, in the whole world, what would you change?
Said anything in the whole world.
Yeah, anything.
Um, man, I had to say something about like my experience is just the senseless murders from like racism.
Yes, yes, brother. I love that. I would want to change that too. I'd want to end all that because so much other
Yeah.
senseless violence and stupidity would end if there was no
Yeah.
senseless BS, you know?
All the racism and hate crimes, bro. That gotta go.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hell yeah, brother. I like that. That's cool. Um, now I know. Let's talk about some of your projects that you have out now. Like
Okay.
some of your freestyle. Like let's talk. Like one. Some of my favorites are Upside Down and No Women, No
Okay.
Kids.
Okay.
Let's talk about the concepts behind those.
Upside Down is Royce's record that features
Oh,
West Side Gun.
mm,
and I'll be up at heaven. So I hit his little bro up vicious, and I was like, I want to rap over this record. You think he'll mind? He was like, Nah, man, go for it. So I did it.
Yes.
Just that easy. So for the last 3 years, every time I'm in between projects,
Mm,
if I get bored and I'm not rapping, I get antsy and I want to keep my sword sharp.
yes.
And so I just say it's a freestyle run. I literally will get up on Thursday and look at the list of whose music is coming out and listen to it don't matter. It could be J. Cole, Drake, uh anybody, man. It could be the Migos. I just listen to some music, and if a beat inspires me, like on Thursday night or Friday morning at 12 a.m.,
Mm,
I will literally go try to find the instrumental or loop it
yes.
out of they music myself because I produce. I'll loop it and hit the studio and release it the same day. So I was going on like a tear, man. Like I think I might have did the first freestyle run might have been like 6 songs. Six I probably did it 6 times, but it's like maybe 60 bars or better. Or I might do it in song format. And then like after that, the second one, I probably did like 12 or 14 of them. And it was all like 60 bars or better, 48 at the least. And
Yes.
um so like one of the ones was when Drake album came out, when he put his song out, I actually jumped on that record before people had heard it
Yes.
because I did it that night, and the next morning, they were listening to it. So yeah, I was just attacking everything, man.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I love that kind of shit. I love
yeah,
hearing like though, because like you'll see something on YouTube, and you'll listen to it. It's like okay, and it has a cover on there, but sometimes you're okay. Where did this come from? So I like hearing this stuff. Now you
hmm
also that video you sent me. Let's talk. Do you want to talk about that?
we could talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk
Um,
about that. That was ill. The all right. Just to start off, the visuals on it, the beat, the bars, everything, dude. It was on point. I loved it. I was jumping around
yeah,
into it and shit. It was fly, dude. It was.
right, right.
It's a
Yeah,
banger. It's a banger.
appreciate you, man.
Tell us the name, because honestly, I don't know if
So,
I'm pronouncing it right. Tell us the name of it and tell us
so
the concept behind it and shit.
okay, so anybody that know me for real, they know I drink Ace of Spade.
Yeah.
So the name of the name of the video is called Armand de Bridge Knock. That is the actual title of Ace of Spade. We just
Okay.
call it Ace of Spade or whatever.
Right.
So you know, I'm just that's the name of the song. I mean, I really don't know why I was naming it that,
Okay.
but once I named it that, that's how I came up with the hook.
Nice.
So I chose to do that record out of because I want to be different. I chose to do it out of song format instead of having an intro, a 16 bar verse, an 8 bar hook, another 16 8 bar hook, maybe an outro or whatever. I chose to just give you like all bars and put the hook at the end and let the song wind down.
Yes. That's
Yeah,
dope. It was so dope,
yeah.
dude.
Because
Like, did you do
but
the
see, I
video?
caught me and my co-producer Matrix, we both did the beat. So
Mad props.
oh, well, it don't matter what beat you hear on any of my albums, I touch all of them.
Okay.
Even if I don't take the credit, I touch all of them.
Okay.
I'm moving stuff, I'm manipulating stuff, I'm adding sound effects, I'm doing all kind of stuff. But I don't, if somebody send me a complete beat and I add like 2 gunshots and somebody screaming, I'm not claiming producer. Or if they send me a beat and I redo their drums, I don't take the credit for the beat
Sure.
because it's
Nice.
they beat.
Yeah. But every
Yeah,
song you've been on, a lot of the great rappers that I listen to, it's the same thing. They've like every song they've been on, they've they've got an ear for stuff. But like it sounds like you do too. Like
yeah,
no, I need this to sound like this. Turn this up a little bit. Slow this down just a little
yeah.
bit. It's like so everything you've been on, you've had a little hand in
Mhm,
tweaking it or producing it.
mhm.
Dope. Oh,
Yeah, I have to be able to touch the beat. Like it's only been a couple times where a producer send me like a beat and it's hard to get the stems, but I really love the beat and I'll still rap over it. But in my mind, I'm like, man, I could have did something totally crazy with this.
yeah.
So if if you're a producer and you sending me beats, if I can't get the stems, don't even send the beat to me because
Yes.
it's
Yes.
I'm yeah, I'll skip over it now.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. Hey, yes. Hey, you know what you like and
Yeah,
you know what you want your sound to be, and you've got it's unique sound to you, and it's
yeah,
fucking phenomenal, dude. As soon as I
yeah,
started listening to you and listening to the bars, I was like, damn, man, this like every song all the way through is bars and bars, and like you know how like
yeah,
I compliment that because a lot of guys you'll hear a song that's super dope or sounds really good and then you'll go listen to their other stuff and it's just not even the same and not even close. It's like, did they even write that other song? Yeah.
well,
But with all your
well, I
stuff,
pick beats. I pick beats or I make beats that do 90% of the heavy lifting.
nice.
You know what I'm saying? So I pick beats where I really don't have to rap because the beat is doing everything.
Oh, okay, I see.
But but because I'm actually rapping,
Right.
is going better. And that's not saying like I don't I rap sometimes a lot with tracks without drums on them.
Okay.
Like I'll pick a dope sample loop and don't have no drums on it because I want you to hear my bars. Like I don't have to hide behind the 808 and flashy snare drums and hi hat rolls and all that crazy shit. I just want you to hear the bars. So a
Yes.
lot of my music, if people not familiar with me, you'll hear me rapping without the drums.
Yes. Yes. I
Yeah.
thought I noticed that a little bit on some tracks, but like I said, I don't really have
hmm
a really tuned ear for some things. But now, what do you like better? Do you like rapping or producing better, or do you love them both?
I love it all.
Yes,
I just like the process of making music
all of
from
it.
start to finish, the whole process.
Yes, I love it.
I'm a creative person, so every day I do something creative, whether I'm designing, I edit pictures for people, I make cover art and album covers, I draw, I'll fold up a piece of paper on some origami shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta every day I do something once a day that's creative.
Yes, that's cool, brother.
Yeah.
Speaking of like creating it, so I see you've got merch on and stuff now. If when I
hmm
put a link down in the description later when we release this, is there somewhere where people can hit you up to get that merch?
Yeah, that can just hit me directly, man. I do direct to customers. So,
Sweet.
when I release this merch, when the album drop, they can hit me directly on Instagram or Facebook. I don't know you can put the link in the bottom, but they can hit me up directly and
Right,
tell me
that's
their
your
size.
your link
And
to your Facebook is
yeah,
on there and stuff. Your link to
yep,
Instagram,
they
so they can
can.
go click on your page and DM you.
Yeah, they can direct message me. I'm working on making an online store right now. Me and my
Nice.
one of my producers, Prentice Brown. Once we get that up and running, then that's where I have all the merch. They could just go buy it at will. But like I
Nice.
said, I took my blueprint from Griselda, so I don't have the biggest fan base and supporter base, but when I do a merch drop,
Yes.
I do a limited I do a limited drop, and if you don't get it, you won't get it.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
And I've had people after be like, "Oh man, can you hold one to the side for me?" Or can no, I can't. Nope, I can't.
Nope.
Well, I get it Friday. It probably won't be there Friday, bro. It's probably gonna sell out. Now when I do merch drops, it my merch usually sells out in like 48 hours now.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Congrats, brother. That's awesome.
Mhm.
I get it. Yeah, next time you do a drop, man, if I got the money, I'll definitely get some merch for you because that shit's
I
fire,
appreciate
man.
that, man. I
It's,
appreciate it.
yeah.
Yeah, these gonna be available. They're gonna come in 6 different colorways.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
What about the hat too?
Yeah, well, these are all sold out, but I might bring them back. A lot of people ask about
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
I
because
might
it's
do a
fun.
different colorway.
It's dope.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Um, let's talk about the album a little bit. Just I know
Okay.
it's something up and coming. You don't want to reveal too much yet, and
Yeah.
that's cool. Just whatever you want to share about
Well, we could talk about it because by the time people see this interview,
it. That's right.
the album should be, yeah, the album should be close to being out or it will be out.
Okay. Cool.
So, like I said, this is the fourth installment. This is season 4.
Yes.
This is, to me, this is my best body of work. I know, like when I do my freestyles, I'm super flashy with the gun bars and stuff like that. But when I do an album, I actually talk about things and I give people real stories from things
Nice.
I've been through,
Yes.
things I've seen other people go through that's real close to me, or just things that's going on in the world. And try to um, I try to give it to you from an artistic, perspective
Nice.
while trying to make it rhyme on beat.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And dude, you're one of the few rappers that are able to tell a story from front to back and have it actually rhyme and
hmm
make sense and still have, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like a lot of rappers can't do that. They start doing all this.
And you know what? You know what? Coming up, I never thought of myself as a storyteller rapper. I
Mhm.
never just, never, I never thought I was, or I never thought I could do it. And that wasn't my goal. But
Uh-huh.
after I started making songs, I needed something to like rap about. So
Right.
I guess like telling stories was a way to do it. You
Yes.
know.
Yes.
hmm
Well, you definitely want, and you know what? That's always
Well,
been some of my favorite type of rap. Like, I like like different types of things in a rap song. Different moods I'm in will be different things. But man,
yeah,
I've always loved it. A good story on a rap song. Where it's so.
yeah.
I
But
listen to your songs;
like,
they're great.
but, but that's my goal. Like when I make songs, I try to take the listener out of the element that they're in right now and take them someplace. Because somebody might be listening to my music while they at work in an office or on the assembly line or something like that in the
Right.
factory. So I want to take their mind off of what they're doing and focus on what I'm doing,
Yeah.
talking about, I should say.
Yes. Because when I
Yeah,
listen to your songs, dude, I can see what you're saying. You paint a vivid
yeah.
picture with words. Like I could see what's going. I could. It's like I could almost smell like the gunpowder and shit in your different
He
things
said
that
the
are going
gunpowder.
on. Like it puts you there. So
Yeah, yeah,
mad
yeah.
props, man. Mad props. Um,
hmm
has it has it been kind of a, because I know getting into the industry can be weird. Have you had to come across this shit where it's like, man, you kind of got to just keep to yourself on certain things, or
It's definitely a bunch of weirdos in this industry.
yes, yes, straight up,
So
yes,
yeah, it's like I stay to myself. I I like the level that I'm at right now. I like the peer group that I'm able to
yeah,
um work with and network with. There is no artist that I want to work with that I have not been able to contact directly about future work or that I have not worked with already.
yes,
You know.
yes. Oh, who are some of your favorite artists that you have worked with so far? I mean, I know you don't have like, oh, this
Um,
guy's my favorite, but who are maybe you added some songs that
nah,
were fun to do or something?
first of all, I want to say rest in peace to Fred the Godson.
Yes,
He was probably my first well-known feature. Yeah, he was probably one of my first well-known features. Super cool dude,
yeah,
and it was crazy because when I got at him, um, because I respect his pen so crazy.
right,
So when I sent him my music, I was like, I want to do a song with you. I sent it to him, and he didn't say nothing back for like maybe 2 weeks. And then I don't know why I was up. I was up at like 4 in the morning. I get a New York call, and it was him. I answered the phone. I was like, "What's up?" He was like, I think he said, something like, "Blessings, God," or "Peace, King," or something like that.
yeah,
And I was like, "What's up?" He like, "This Fred." I was like, "What's up?" And he was like, "Yo, I'm sorry, man. I gotta apologize." I was like, "What's up?" He was like, "You sent me some music and I thought you was somebody else." He was like, I was listening to it, was like, I can't do this. But he said he was going back listening to some of the emails
Mhm.
and he realized that that wasn't me. And he
Oh,
was like, this dope. He was like, I'm gonna do this song tonight. And then he
yes.
was like, so let me ask you a question. I was like, what? He was like, who made the beat? I was like, I did. And he was like, no, you didn't. I was like, I did. He was like, yo, I'm gonna need a batch. I
Yes.
need a batch of these. So like in 2 days, I sent them like 12 records, He picked out like 8 of them,
Nice.
and yeah, and unfortunately, man, he got sick with COVID, and
Right.
that you know that was the end of that. But uh, we was about to work on something big, man. Like
Man.
he personally told me that he wanted me to produce his next project.
Right.
So
Man.
yeah.
Well, props to
And the
him for
crazy
that.
thing is, he was in the studio with Jim. I think that night he was in the studio with Jim Jones and Heatmakers, Arsonist, that night
Nice.
when he was calling me. Yeah,
Nice. Man, what an honor, man. That's
yeah,
what I mean. Like that, your music, it's so it's on a whole other level to even where other artists want to work
yeah.
with you. Like I know you've done some
So,
with
um,
Mickey, right?
yeah, yeah. I was about to get into that. So,
Okay.
Mickey, that's my guy. I just talked to him earlier.
Yeah.
Uh, this dude don't sleep.
No-
I can call. Look, bro. I can call Mickey Fax at 4 in the morning, 4 in the evening, 6 a.m., 6 in the evening. If I call this dude, or if he see my text come across the screen, he gonna hit me back.
yes.
And if he don't hit me, then it's gonna be within like 10 minutes. Like, what's up? I always laugh and be like, man, do you sleep? He be like, nah, I don't, cause we be on the same type of time. So
Right.
I don't really sleep either. If I see my phone ring or
Right.
light up, if I can answer it, I will. If
Right.
not, if I'm busy, if I'm recording or doing something with the family or whatever, of
Right.
course I'm not gonna answer it. But
Right.
I always return calls because I
Right.
never know what's gonna be on the other end of it. So
Right.
Mickey Fax is super professional.
Yes.
Like when I was making Quill one, he was like, I sent him a beat and he was like, just send it to me. I'm gonna listen to it on the plane. And he probably was in the air. He was messaging me and he was like, yo, this crazy. He was like, I'm gonna do the record tonight. I was like, bro, you about to do a show? He's like, don't worry about it. When I get off stage, I'm gonna go to the studio and I'm gonna do it. I
Wow.
fell asleep. I got up at like 6 in the morning, bro, and he had the record already
Wow.
zipped up and sent back to me.
Wow.
Super professional dude. I like working with him.
Wow.
Um,
Nice.
yeah, I
He's a
I
good.
work
That's
with my
got to
guy.
be one of the best.
Yeah, he's fire, man. I work with JR a lot. You will see me work with JR. JR is super professional too. If
Yeah.
you hit JR and he may tell you I'll get it back to you in a couple days, but more than likely you're gonna get it that same day.
Yeah.
Um, so JR, RJ Payne, I work with him. He's super professional with it. If he say he gonna do it, he gonna get it done like immediately. Like I really don't like hounding rappers for verses back, man. Like
Right.
I'm just, because I feel like if you a rapper and this is what you do, if you tell somebody you gonna do it and y'all already got the arrangements made on what it's gonna take to get it done,
Yeah.
don't have that person waiting on your music.
Right. Right.
Cause you don't, I mean, cause you holding them up.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Even in my world, I never want to make somebody wait. And be a half hour, hour late for interview, taking up somebody's time and stuff, or oh man, I
hmm
can't do it. If I say if I say I'm gonna be there, I want to be there and do it because otherwise, like you said,
right.
it's unprofessional. And then people are like, the next time you try to set up, is this person gonna give you another shot? You
Yeah,
know, so I don't want to
but
be
then, but
so
then, but then I don't think it's that impressive. So
right,
if I'm working with two artists, right, and one artist writes something crazy and he give it to me in 10 minutes or 20 minutes,
right,
and another artist write the world's best verse,
right,
but it took him 8 months to get you the verse back.
right.
It should be the world's best verse if it took you 8 months to get it back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be impressed by that.
Right.
I don't be impressed by that.
That type of shit don't move you at all, huh?
Mm-mm, nope.
I
It
don't
could be the
blame you,
world's
man.
best verse, but if it took you, but I know people got things going on in their life. Like if you got a lot of things going on in your life, and everybody's schedule
Right.
is crazy. But I'm just saying, if you tell somebody I'll get it back to you tonight or tomorrow,
Yeah,
and
you
you don't
should
get it
do
for
it.
8 months,
Yeah, right.
yeah, like yeah, I'm not impressed by
I'd
it.
rather just somebody tell me, hey, it's gonna be a long time versus like, oh, it'll be a couple days,
I could respect that. I could
Right,
respect that if they be like, I'm gonna do it, but I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get it back to you. Then
right,
okay, I know I can push that over to the side and keep moving forward on everything else. May
Yeah.
have to check back. You get it done yet? Nope. Okay, I can still wait on it. But
Right.
if you tell me if it's Tuesday, you be like, I have it back to you by Friday. Friday come and you know where to be found. I'll be like, yeah, okay.
Right. Right. I'd rather just, it's all
Hmm.
about being just straight up. I'd rather just hear what it's really going to be and then I can work with that. Because otherwise, I'm trying
Yeah,
to work around what they told me and I don't, then it don't
yeah,
happen and it's all
yeah.
screwed up.
And Mickey said that on his last album. He said he would have had the album done a lot sooner, but these rappers be dragging their feet. I was like, yeah.
I love some of the stuff Mickey. Mickey says some, like, he does say some straight up facts. He
He say
does.
some, yeah,
He
yeah.
does. Um,
I'm sorry, man. I've been up. Well, you was up with me last night. You know what I was doing
yeah,
last night, but
yep.
I was in the studio late. But I'm on a mixture of Red Bull and water right now, trying to stay up. So I'm super tired. So hopefully I don't look too crazy on camera. But
Yeah, no, you're all good, brother. You're all good. I won't keep you a
hmm
whole lot longer and stuff.
no, no,
Um,
no. You good? You good? We
sure.
can talk as long as you want to.
Yeah, no,
I
as long
I
as you want,
reserve this
brother, I'm
time for
down.
you.
I'm down. As long as you want to talk and talk about rap and shit and all this, I'm
Hmm.
down. I always love to talk about it. So, um,
So so I was gonna go back to what you said earlier.
yeah,
So um, Vintage One Vintage Season One. That was my first album I did, like the rebrand, and like I said, I got that. I came up with that because I told you the story the other day. I was looking for beats to chop. I was just messing around. I didn't have no intentions on rapping again. I was just messing around, just making beats for myself.
hmm,
And I was scrolling through YouTube trying to find some new music, underground music, and they recommended Griselda.
yes,
And I was scrolling through their stuff, and I didn't. It was a picture of Conway the Machine. He was on the front, and you know he got his face screwed up, right?
yeah,
So I seen it. I was like, damn, this dude look hard as fuck. He about to rap.
right, right,
So and then I think the song was featuring Coogee Rap, which is one of my favorite rappers. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna click on this. So I watched that. And then I clicked on. I think I skipped through that one, or something had like a commercial or something. Something took me off of it, and I went to the next song. It was like a Hall and Nash joint, and his face was screwed up on that one, but he wasn't rapping first. And I was sitting there like, why is this dude face so screwed up, man? Why is he so mean? Why is he so angry?
right,
And and then when he started rapping, his face was still screwed up. But I didn't know that he had got shot and he had Bell's palsy. I just thought he was just mean mugging the camera. I was
right,
like, this dude got to be the hardest dude on the planet.
right,
So then he started spitting, and I was like, this motherfucker can rap.
yeah,
Then and so from there, I dove into his story and found out what happened and everything. And I was like, yo, they got these grimy, gritty beats. They soul samples. There's drums on them. It ain't drums on them. They lo-fi. They mixed right. They not mixed right. It's pure hip hop in
right,
the
right.
best form that you can get it in. So I like overdosed on them for like 2 weeks. I tried to find everything I could.
Hey,
From there, of course, I'm gonna find Benny the Butcher,
yep,
and then through that, I I they was a song called Dirty Harry with RJ Payne. That's when I heard RJ Payne. Um, and like I just start researching RJ Payne's music. I think he was still rapping in his car doing the verses,
yeah,
like the was it Murder in 60 Seconds, and
yeah,
that's what made me reach out to RJ Payne and start trying to work with him early because I knew he was gonna be dope. RJ Payne a monster, bro.
yeah, yes.
He is a lyrical assassin, bro.
It sounds
He
like you got
murders
an ear
everything
for
he's on.
talent too. Like you got an ear for hearing other artists and knowing this dude's gonna be dope. I need to, let's work together. Like it sounds like
Yeah, I try to catch him early, man. So
yeah,
yeah.
that's cool.
So but so I work with them. My dude Danny Arcade, he's like an underground rapper. He spits a lot of knowledge and truth in his bars. Um, who else? I got a new artist. Well, I've been knowing him for about 3, 4 years. We done worked a few times. Ferris Blusa, like.
Okay.
I don't know if people know who he is yet, but when they hear him rap, they gonna know
I I think I
he
know
go
the
hard.
name actually. That yeah, he can
Yeah,
rap.
yeah. He from New Orleans. Yeah, he nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much like the realm that I'm in, man.
Nice.
Like I want to work with like the the ransoms,
Yes.
the 38 specialists, Shay
Yeah.
Nor. I want to work with like I'm gonna put it in the air. I'm gonna work with these people,
Yes.
man.
Yes.
Stove God. Like I'm in that Rome streets. Like I'm coming, man. Like I'm
Yes.
coming to do work. I'm
Hey, be ready because he's coming to work. And yeah, hey,
coming
this
to
guy
work,
works.
man.
He does not stop making music, and it's all dope. I'm telling you, any one of you rappers he mentioned, you're all dope. Mad props. And I'm telling you, this Rain, he is dope too. Mad props.
Appreciate it.
I would love to
Appreciate
hear a
it.
track with you on with them, man. I'd love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make it happen, man.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
What kind? Do you have any features on your album?
on this new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the usual suspects. I got Jr.
Yeah.
I got Mickey Fact. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got Mickey Facts. I got Ferris Blusa. I got
Yes.
I
Yes.
got RJ Payne on this one.
Yes.
Um, I got Al Kufu. That's Royce the 5'9's youngest brother.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
Um, hmm
Nice.
Um,
Nice.
let me see who else do I have on it. Oh, I got my guy who does all the mixing and mastering for every vintage album, Leland.
Nice.
He's a pop artist. He sings and everything, but he rap.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah,
Hell yeah. How long is the album?
yeah. 14 records. I had
Nice.
16, but I cut two out.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm
Nice.
And
14.
I normally don't do that. I normally don't do that. What you hear
Mm,
whenever you hear an album from me, I record linear. I
okay.
record song one and keep attaching songs to it until I develop the sound. But or sometimes I might record backwards. I might record the last song and then
Okay.
like that. But this one, I recorded the very last on this album. I recorded the very last song first, and then I recorded the second song that you hear second, and that was gonna be the intro to the album.
Okay.
But I was like, nah, I want something different. That's why I made Armand de Breznak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. That's gonna be the intro to the album.
yeah, that's
Nice.
the intro to the album.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, that'll lock people right in because as soon as I saw it, I was
Hmm
like, yes. Yes, this is what I
Yeah.
came here for. This is what I want to hear.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Just bar. So like, and then too, like on this album, I'm I'm speaking on different subject matter too. So I'm just not staying in one lane. So when you hear this, it's gonna be a whole wave of emotions. It's gonna be a bunch of different subject matters that
Yes.
I'm covering because it's a body of work. It's a living body of work. So yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Hmm
Nice. I love it. Um, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna review some songs off there too. Do a full episode like
Okay.
I do a review and stuff. Pick a song and because I'll be starting to get caught up by then and shit. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna review
Okay.
some music off of there. Make an episode after it drops, of course, and everything. So yeah, man, I can't wait. I can't wait. I actually can't
Yeah.
wait for the one that you sent me to drop too. That video to drop because yeah, I'd like to review that song too. Dude, I wanted to review
Yeah.
some of your freestyles. I'm showing my son. I'm like, dude, check this one out.
I got
Check this one
a
out. I can't finish.
I got a lot of material, man.
Yes,
Cause I was doing a freestyle every week for like a 3 month span,
yes,
4 month span. I've done that like every year. So I have a lot of music out, and then I have a lot of albums out, and then recently I've been doing feature a lot of feature verses.
okay,
So um now you start Googling my name next to people, I'm starting to populate with a bunch of feature verses.
yes,
But everything is working out for me by design, man. Like when I rebranded myself, I wanted to. That's why I was rapping so hard. I wanted to build up a back catalog
yes,
because I was part of a rap group and a part of a situation, and I left it.
yes. That's right.
So, and I didn't want to take none of the music with me. I didn't want none of it. I was like, y'all can have it. I'm just gonna rebrand myself and you know
like
be
Dr.
be
Dre,
be what I know I can be.
right?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you could say that. Yeah,
Yeah, he said, "Screw it, take all that. So I'm gone.
yeah,
I'm restarting this." Much props,
yeah,
man. It takes a lot of guts to
yeah,
just start over and to,
yeah.
I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna rebrand myself, and to, man, that takes a lot of guts and willpower. Much props, man.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a spiritual
Yeah.
person at all?
I am. I
Okay.
am.
So I know sometimes
Yeah.
it's kind of a personal question. That's why I just kind of leave it kind of broad, just But I
I mean,
myself
like,
am too, so I need a lot of
I say a
perspective.
lot of I say a lot of religious stuff in my bars.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering, but I wasn't sure exactly. So yeah, cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. Um,
Yeah.
what is there anything you'd like to add to any of the questions I asked, or anything that you want to add about yourself?
Nah, you're doing a good job, man. Like it's super laid back and comfortable, and we just we getting through the interview, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, like I said, I'm kind of tired because I've been up, and
Right.
yeah,
All right. Oh yeah.
I didn't really get no sleep, but it's we here, man. This what I asked for, so it's I'm honored and to be on your platform, and like I tell everybody, I don't care if you got a couple followers or if you got 2 million followers. Like if somebody is genuine and they really um are connected in this hip hop culture that we all are in, and you want to interview me or you want to talk to me or whatever, like I make the time to do it. Like I'm not, you know, like I hate people that like assholes. Don't be a dickhead. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like
Yes.
like
Yes.
like 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 we are literally making a living out of nothing for putting words into a microphone. And so don't be a dickhead, man. Just, you know, you're not that great of a person because you can rhyme words. You know what I mean? I mean, you might have saved somebody's life with your music, but you're not out here doing open heart surgery. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Well, your humility definitely shows, brother, and it's a good thing to
Yeah,
have, and it's cool because yeah, it's like you said, it's cool, it's laid back, and I know you're tired, so I just want to ask a couple more things. Basically,
go ahead.
what are a few of your favorite albums of all time? Like you don't got to make a top five list or nothing, but what are just a few of your favorite albums that really stuck
Um,
with you?
are we going mainstream or are we going underground? Because I
Any,
like, all right,
whatever you want.
all right. I find myself always listening to Jay-Z Blueprint.
Nice.
Okay. And I find myself always listening to DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, and then there was X. I
Yes.
find myself always listening to Mobb Deep, Murder Music, and
Yes.
Free Agents, uh,
Yes. Yes.
and Infamy. Uh, I find myself always listening to The Locks, We Are the Streets,
Yeah.
um, uh, Fabulous Soul Tapes,
Yeah.
one through three.
Yes.
Yeah. I find myself always listening to like Lauren Hill,
Yeah.
Miseducation. Yeah. I work out a lot, so I'm always listening to Young Jeezy,
Yeah.
Boston George.
Yeah.
So I listen to a lot of stuff, but if I have to say like my favorite
Mhm.
album of all time,
Ooh.
that's so hard to pick
Right.
because I be in different, you know what I'm saying? Like one day I might just be on a Wu-Tang kick.
Yeah.
I might I might be the Purple Tape or Supreme Clientele.
Right.
Uh, so I can't pick a favorite album, man.
Right.
It's
No.
hard.
Not a no, not
Yeah,
just one favorite. That's like impossible. But especially for guys
yeah,
like us that have been listening to rap for so long, decades and
yeah,
decades. Like I was 6 years old listening to Easy E, Easy Does It, 1988. Like
yeah, yeah,
it was crazy. And that's what got me hooked.
yeah.
Where I was
That's
like, I
like
can't give this up.
that's like asking me to pick my favorite movie, man. I love
Right.
movies, so I can't.
Right.
You
What
know,
what are a few of your favorite gangster movies, or any actually just any movie? Doesn't gotta be gangster movie. What are a few movies that you love?
I'm about to make my best friend laugh. I like the Shawshank Redemption because he said he never heard nobody say they like that movie.
I
That
love that movie. It's
uh,
dope.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Coming to America, Harlem Nights,
Yeah,
Friday,
yeah,
the the Matrix,
yes,
John Wick 1 through 4. Um,
yes,
I think what was it? Iron Man. It
yeah,
may have been Iron Man. I think it was one and two. I like.
yeah,
Um, you know, in the Avengers, Infinity War. Like I like
yeah,
just like movies.
yeah. Me
Yeah.
too. Those are all good movies. That's all the exact
Mhm.
same type of shit I like. Guardians of the
Yeah.
Galaxy type stuff, all that. I love all that
Yeah.
shit.
Pirates. I watch.
Yeah,
I just like movies, man. Because
right,
I don't watch a lot of TV. I
right.
don't. I don't watch a lot of TV. So um, I have to sit down and watch like a movie
Yeah,
or sports like MMA or boxing.
sure.
Yeah.
Do you ever watch the old school boxing like 70s and 80s and shit, early 90s?
Uh, sometime on YouTube.
Like
I go back and
highlights and
watch them.
stuff. Yeah. I
Mhm.
grew up with my
Mhm.
dad having me watch all the, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Frazier,
Yeah.
Sugar Ray Leonard, all
Mhm.
that stuff, so I still like watching that. Do you like documentaries?
I do.
Yeah, I thought you
I
would.
do. I do. Like I like sci-fi. So I'm big into sci-fi, man.
Yeah,
Like yeah.
yes. Um, Man, I know you're tired and you've given me a lot of your time and I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you. It's really truly been an honor to have you on the honor show and this
Appreciate you,
is
man.
part
It's
one. We're gonna have you on again too.
part one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, cause when you hear the album, you probably gonna want to break it down, man.
yeah.
It's a
Oh yeah.
the yeah. It's this my favorite body of work I've made to date.
Yes. Well, that
So
makes me really,
yeah.
really want to hear it because I've heard your other bodies of work and they are fire. It's like,
I got a question for you.
huh?
I got a question for you then.
Okay.
So out of all of my albums you heard from me, what's your favorite album that you've heard? And then what's your favorite song that you've heard from me?
Um,
Hmm.
I'd have to listen to your albums again to really pick a favorite, but I'd say you're maybe the third installation that was there.
Vintage 3.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yep. And then
Okay.
also the favorite song, right now I'd have to say it's Upside Down.
It's upside down. I knew he was gonna say
I just love that.
that.
It gets spooky when
I
they're
knew he
in
was
and
gonna say
out. It
that,
gets
man.
spooky. They
Yeah.
go down to go play spit. Tell me that line again.
Um, when when rain come around, it gets spooky out. I don't play no games. Go play spades at Pookie's house.
Yeah. Yes, I love that shit. Oh, which
Yeah.
reminds me, brother, if you're too tired, that's cool. We could do it another time, but did you want to spit a few bars?
Man, I always got time to spit bars, man.
Yeah. Yes.
I said, in 16 bars, I bet I kill a rapper. For 16 large, my nigga's a killer rapper. Grammy night, wait till they song end and kill 'em after. Moments after, we go to the after party and ask what happened. You be making this weak music that reach the masses. That's why you lead in the rap culture and can't advance it. This is perfect planning. My lyrics the perfect balance between being witty and dumb for the dumbest rappers. You ain't see them lines. Stay above your head. I be living in the sky. I stay above your head. Dead rappers, dead rappers. All you'll see is dead rappers. All they get is fatal wounds and red rum said backwards. Nigga, I'm a fucking beast. All I do is chill around studios and eat beats. Yeah, and I'm from Michigan. Flint, baby. I'm a cross between Eminem and Slim Shady. My shit crazy. Like I be writing with Royce, nigga. And Kid Vicious, the kid killing the shit. Listen, look, you think these heavy. These are light bars. My flow fire hot and brighter than a white star. I bring the Death Star to niggas. I am Darth Vader. I swing these metaphors and verses like a lightsaber. To battle rain, you'll need a light prayer. Forget a priest, you gon' actually need Christ there. Yeah, 'cause I'm a demon with a quill in hand. The murder words I murdered in this verse will probably kill a man. So fuck how you feel. You and your feelings, fam. I'll slip my nigga Mill and clip you for a couple bands. Easy.
Yeah. Woo! Yes, I love it. Yes. Woo! Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Much props, man. Much props. See, like I told you guys, this man is on point. It, man,
Appreciate you, man.
everybody, once you watch this, you, like I said, you go check out his music, go check out his album, go buy it. Make sure you guys support this man because he's really helped keeping rap alive. These are the type of dudes we need to support, not just these type, but this dude right
Man,
here.
that's
Like,
so that's crazy. That's crazy.
absolutely.
That's what I do it for, man, to get that type of reaction, you know.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
that's the type of rap I like hearing because it makes me, it makes me want to hear it. It makes me want to listen for each bar and be like, all right, now I'll go back and rewind it and I'll listen for the double entendres
Yeah.
and metaphors and break it all
Yeah.
down. And it'll still be blowing my
I'm
mind a month later as I realize things.
yeah, I'm huge on the double entendres. Um I hardly catch the elusive triples. I catch them sometime, but
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
I love it. Thank you,
So
man. I hope you
with
have a good
that,
night.
so with
Oh,
yeah, with that said, I just want to say Vintage Season 4 will be in stores on all digital streaming services or all digital platforms
yes.
April 7th, this coming Friday. Please
Yes.
go support that. Download it, buy it, stream it, share it, like it, bang it in the car.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I need all that support.
Yes.
And hit me up directly on my Instagram or my Facebook, and he'll have a link in the description.
Yep.
You can grab the merch, and if you want a hard copy of the album, that'll be available too. But it's gonna be limited. It's gonna be limited supply, so don't wait around like, oh, I'll get it next week because it won't be there.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes. Brother, thank you so much. And yeah,
I appreciate
I'll
you,
drop
man.
your links down in the description and everything so that way people can get right to you directly. And yeah, man,
Yeah,
fuck, this was absolutely epic having you on the show. I can't wait till the album drops and I can't wait to have you on again. This is epic. Thank you, man.
appreciate you, man.
Oh, absolutely. You too,
Peace.
brother. God bless. Peace.